Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. So I want to say about last week. Your boy, Matt Walsh got in trouble because he made a. Let me make myself a little bit good. He got in trouble over a comment he made about this video right here. We'll get into Matt Walsh. I thought he had a very unique perspective on this that I didn't think about when I initially saw this video. But this says, woke feminist dates an alpha male and instantly shatters her entire worldview. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Week, and I felt the feminist.
Hold on. Started from the very beginning.
Guys, I went on a date this week and I felt
First of all, hold on. First of all, did she get her eyebrows standard stock from the Drake Academy? Sweetheart, what is going on with them brows, my love? I mean, them motherfuckers are strong. If she ain't got no ass, it's because all the thickness went into her eyebrow. Holy. Before we even get into it, what y'all rating her? I'm going to go ahead. She alright. Think above average. I don't think that sweater's doing her any favors. I don't think the eyebrows doing her any favors. And her voice is kind of annoying. I ain't going to lie to you. I'd say about a smooth 5.
Guys, I went on a date this week and I felt the feminism leaving my body.
But to be fair, I think if she cleaned herself up a little bit, I think she could move up to a 6, cause I don't know.
Guys, I went on a date this week and I felt the feminism leaving my body. I live on the east side of LA, and if you don't know what that means, it's sort of like the artsier part of LA, you know? It's people say it's like Brooklyn and New York. So I go on dates with a lot of men and women who, live over here. There's always a negotiation about who pays, and that's great. I like to pay for people, all that. But
no,
what I will say is that I sort of fell into going on a date with the most guy's guy I've ever been on a date with. And he's from West, Santa Monica. He's a bro, right? A guy's guy is usually not my type. I cannot remember the last time that I went on a date with a straight bros bro. You know what I'm saying? But it befell me.
First of all, what the fuck does that even mean? What is all my white folks in the chat, y'all gotta let me, what is a bros bro? Is that her way of describing an alpha male? Because I've never heard a bros bro, but let's keep going.
Tell me in an organic fashion. So I'm on this date with this guy, and the thing about a guy's guy is he's putting his card down. He's paying for everything. And I really it sort of activated something feral in me. I'm not gonna lie. We went to another bar, and he was gonna go to the bathroom. So I was getting prepared to pay for our drinks because he's been paying all night. Of course I'm gonna pay for the next round. But as he's going to leave for the bathroom, he turns to me and he hands me his credit card. And he goes, "Here's my card. Get us whatever." It might be time for me to get away from all these, liberal snowflakes on the east side.
No, so of course with this video, this sparked a lot of conversation about women. So let's react to the initial thought of it, right? Without Matt Walsh's take on it. This sparked a lot of conversation about liberal women and their dating habits and what they actually want, you know what I'm saying, in men. And I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that liberal women are just not around any real men. Let's keep it. I mean, listen, if you're a guy and you like to go Dutch on a date, okay, do you? Me, I can't really do it. I can't bring it's certain things that is not really in my, and I'm not like this traditionalist where I feel like the man's got to be responsible for everything. But like whenever I go out on a date, bro, I just can't help but pull out my card, bro. I just can't help it. It don't even feel right to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got your side covered. Like even some of my homeboys be like, bro, make her pay for it or whatever the case. I just can't do it. I just ain't built that way. So, and I'm not knocking, you know what I'm saying, anybody who does. I'm just saying, I think regardless of what side of the aisle a woman's on, this is what she's really attracted to. And she's just been told, I think it's just too much of being on Twitter too much, on social media too much, Instagram, TikTok, and thinking, everything's supposed to be equal and blah, blah, blah. And then you finally get out on a date with a traditional man who is all about paying for it. He doesn't know anything else but being that provider and having that provider mentality. And it for girls like this, for women like this, it's like she said, it activated something in her. And she called it feral And that just tells you where their mindset is on that side, where they really think everything's all equal and they really think men and women should, like, whatever, whatever. I really think this is like brainwashing. I mean, she's been brainwashed to believe that women are equal to men and, the patriarchy and all the feminism. She said, I felt the feminism leaving my body. And I think this is a woman. Now, don't get it twisted. I hear what you said, General Vague, about the feminism didn't leave her body. She's going to take him to the cleaner in 2 years. I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I do think it's an internal struggle for women like this as she's going to start, because believe it or not, she's going to start dating more traditional she's going to start dating more traditional men, and she's going to start having that expectation that, like, I'm not paying for nothing. Like, why would I do that when, the man clearly has established that we're here to be providers, and I don't necessarily disagree with her on that. The problem is, and I get what you're saying, General Vague, about her taking him to the cleaners, but the problem with that is traditional women are taking men to the cleaners too. God damn it, I just died. They're taking men to the cleaners too. You know what I'm saying?
I went on a date this week, and
like, it's not just liberal women doing it. Traditional women are taking their husbands to the cleaners too. So we can't, like, sit here and pretend as though it's like, oh, it's just liberal women doing it. It's all of them, all Western women in general. Like, it's all of them. So, and she just might not be aware of what she's actually attracted to. And this is lends credence to the idea that women just simply don't know what they want. They don't understand what they want. And this is why they kind of need men to, whether they know it or not. Damn, I just died again. Whether they know it or not, this is kind of like women kind of needing men to help guide them and show them what they're actually attracted to, as opposed to them learning from their friends and learning from feminism. Frostfang says, I don't find her epiphany convincing. I don't know. I believe her. I believe her when she makes it appear as though, I don't believe that the feminism has left her body completely. I believe that, well, let's just get into it. What Matt Walsh said. Let me see. Let's go down Matt Walsh's page. Okay. See if I can find it. Oh yeah, okay. So this is what he initially said. Matt Walsh says she's impressed that the guy paid, which is fine. Women are naturally attracted to providers. But if she likes this aspect of traditional masculinity, she has to accept the rest of it and be willing to play her part and be traditionally feminine. That's where things usually break down for the feminists. And I think he's absolutely right. Because while we were kind of laughing and, I don't want to say celebrating, but some conservatives were kind of celebrating the fact that, hey, we've defeated feminism. Hey, look at this woman. She's proven that feminism is garbage. And while that a certain aspect of that may be true, Matt Walsh most definitely has a point in that, sure, she likes this aspect of traditional, a traditional relationship. But what's going to happen when she wants to go out with her hoe ass friends, because they're hoes, and her traditional man is like, nah, you're not going out with them. Fuck that. Find something else safe to do. And she's like, well, nah, I should be able to, I'm an adult. I should be able to go out when I want. I should be able to, dress how I want. I should be able to have whorish friends if I want to. What's going to happen? That's when she's going to lash out. And that's the trouble. And that's where I believe, what you're saying, General Vague and Frostfang. And I also believe that she believes that the feminism is leaving her body. But I think when it comes to nowadays, if you're going to deal with a woman like this, you have to constantly communicate to her why her method is wrong. You have to continuously have these conversations with her throughout the relationship, General Vague says, so women are attracted to Danny DeVito because he's a provider. I think they are attracted to what he can provide. I don't think they're physically attracted to Danny DeVito. This is a lie that ugly men tell themselves that also have money tell themselves, I swear. Which part? About which part? Vague? About men being providers? The provider part. So here's the thing. It's really all about what you're willing to. If you don't believe it, that's perfectly fine. Of course, if whatever works for you, if it works for you, then great. But I know, being on both sides of the spectrum, from my own life experience and knowing from others, that, like, women are just they just want providers. Whether I agree with whether they should or not, I don't know. But I just know if you're not providing, you on a time clock. And I think that evidence has bared itself out over the course of my own relationships, and the relationships of others that I know. That's just what I've entailed. Now, if you've seen long-term relationships where they've lasted years and they've been through thick and thin, where the man isn't necessarily a provider, then, you know, okay, I'm willing to give oxygen to that conversation. But it's like, based on my own experience and the experience of people personally that I know, and the things that we've learned online over the last few years, I just think that that's what women are looking for, at past and present. You know, that men have always been providers, and that's what women want. Now, the question is, do the women deserve the providers right now? And my answer to that question is a absolute fuck no. Okay, you know, you can cry, you can whine about wanting a provider all you want, but the simple fact of the matter is, if you're an OnlyFans model, you're not getting no provider, bro. It's just not happening. And you don't even have to be an OnlyFans model. If you're a woman like this who's a feminist, well, no, I was gonna lie and say you're not getting no provider. But we know there's a lot of simps out here. If you're a man and you get in a relationship with a woman like this, who, and I don't believe she's hiding her feminism. If you're a man and you make a decent amount of money, and you get into a relationship with a woman you know is a feminist and she has feminist views, you deserve everything you're gonna get, and that's just a fact. So they're attracted to getting stuff, not to the actual person, is what I'm saying. Well, of course, I'm not saying that, but I think what we're missing here is, when you are a provider, it speaks to your ability to be able to earn income, a sizable income, and I think that's what women are attracted to, because women have shown that they'll be willing to give, you know, at least in their early periods, they'll be willing to give a chance to men who at least shown an ability to be out there to go and create an income, but don't necessarily have it yet. But I think they get to a point where if that man doesn't live up to that potential, then as they get older, they're like, nah, like, you got to come ready made. But yeah, though, like, absolutely. But here's the thing though, where you and I might differ is, I don't believe in the idea of a woman particularly, you know, loving you for who you are anymore. I used to think that, but now I believe that women fall in love with what you can do for them and not who you are. And that's what I believe. And the question for you as a man is going to be whether or not you're okay with that, whether you can come to grips with that, or if you are just like, man, fuck these hoes. And if you decide to go that route, then I don't blame you. But I came out of the mindset of loving me for who I am a long time ago. I've been figured that out. Like, the idea of a woman loving you for who you are, that's dead. That's dead. It's about what you can provide for them. So that's what I'll say about that. Matt Walsh did have an entire video he made on it. I don't know if y'all want to see that or not. I can play it. Hold on, I'm about to read that comment in just a moment. Just kicking his boss's ass. There we go. Okay. General Vague says, what I'm saying is that providers don't attract them. That's just a lie everyone tells each other to make them feel better about their relationship. Women like hot guys. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but you can be as hot as you want to. If you can't provide nothing, she'll be up out of there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know plenty of women who have been in a relationship with Chads or Tyrones for a couple of years and then realized he was just too broke and they got up out of there. And now they're like not focused on looks. Now, if you're saying that she'll marry the provider and then cheat with a Chad or a Tyrone, then okay. I mean, I can get with that. You know what I'm saying? I do think that women are delusional in thinking that they can have it all. Yeah, my Diablo addiction has taken a dark turn. All right, let's see what we got.
Let's go. Hey. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby.